What's good, friends and family? Mr. Flip Flop in the building. How y'all doing today? Nice live for y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear me loud and clear. Make sure I'm on my different computer now. Make sure my volume's up. But my voice still ain't got my voice 100%. Try to pull the camera closer to me. I get that paradise life up in there. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in the door. Let me get my phone together here, get everything in order. I want to welcome y'all to Mr. Flip Flop YouTube channel. If it's your first time, welcome. If you've been rocking with me, welcome back. That's like my Mr. Rogers, nice guy mode. So, let me give y'all a little commercial. How about that?
Welcome to Flip Flop.
Here we go. Let me get into these comments real quick. Shout out to all you guys been booking Halloween. We're getting closer and closer. It's going down. It's going down. Let me see. I got more music in the building. Paradise Life. Deion Taylor, shout out to you, love. Mama Flip in the building. Gary Mack, what up? Enough is enough. What's good with you? Lance in the building. Yeah, we got some good stuff to talk about today. Gary M, what's good with you? Enough is enough, so can't wait to try those wings when I come. Definitely pull up, man. Them heat wings is killing it. And one of the funniest things is that chopped cheese, I didn't even want to do it. And we did it. We did it, and man, it's lit. DJ Beloco, what up? Donzel, Action Jackson in the bill. Shout out to my bro. I was just playing some what's it called again? I was just playing some what's that DC music called? I was just playing some go-go. I just turned it off. I swear. I was just playing go-go just now. Shout out to DJ Logo. Whoever Rose, what's good with you? Charlie be outside, my bro. What's good with you? La Chiva in the building. LJ, what's good? Bristol Hotel, Jamaica Queen. Shout to that. Dom Davis, what up? Sean Ford. And Dom, that was a dope photo too, by the way. Sean Ford, what up? London, what's good with you? Solo, how you doing? Old Flow, what up? Steve-O in the building. Where you at? Everybody asking about you, Steve-O. Shout out to Blaming on my booker. We are here for Miss J's collab with Flip Flop Sports Bar. First Thursdays, random ass juke joint right here. It's about to be over. It was a summertime thing. She about to go on to bigger and better things. Maybe we'll pick it up again next summer. We'll see. But yeah, we got the cheese. I just had a cheesesteak, some spicy cabbage, some gringo beans. Oh man. So yeah, if y'all missing out, sorry for you. Timothy, what's good? Ignacio, how you doing? I hope they all right. Yeah, that chopped cheese killing it, man. I must have sold 50. I swear to God, the past couple days. It's weird. And it's good. Jazzo, what up? I probably had like 3 myself. Yeah, but now it's dope, man. That's dope. That's actually an old video, believe it or not. You said I played the go-go? Dirty Workers, what up? Nah, summertime living, and it's hot right now. Definitely get them likes up. Get them likes up. We're going to get into it today. So, as we get into this conversation, I'm not going to be able to get every comment, but I'll try. You guys know how we do the system. You know the system here. Bert Ross, Air Miles, Bert, my bro. What up with you? You guys know the system. I'm going to go into my points. We're going to talk about it, and then I'll try my best to get to every comment. I will try my best. I'll try my best to get to every single comment. But make sure you hit that cash app, hit that super chat. Let's get into it right now. Okay. So, scams in Sosua now. Shout out to Keith, help me out with the thumbnail. It says Sosua, but it's basically Dominican Republic as a whole. Okay? Not just Sosua. Basically scams that go anywhere. So basically it says Sosua, because I'm in Sosua, but these scams go for the whole country. The stuff you need to look out for as a traveler or an expat, places that you still live out with. No, places that you can. Things to look out for as a traveler, just to watch out for certain things. So not just Sosua, talking about Dominican Republic as a whole. If you got some scams you could think of, just go ahead and type it in. I'll try to get to it. Let's talk about the first one that everybody seems to talk about. All of you guys seem to go crazy about it. Is your phone going to start ringing? This is just turning into the make noise show. Shit was going on when I was over here thinking to myself. That might be why I was so. No, I'm joking. Shout to Young John. All right. So the Uber and taxi and moto scams. Let's get into that real quick. I'll be going with the Uber, taxi, and moto scams. I want to break it down because they're not all scams. Some of you guys have a misunderstanding. So let's go to Uber first. Uber's in Dominican Republic. Okay, it is in Dominican Republic. The president made it official, but Uber's still not accepted everywhere because the taxi mafia. It's a real thing. Someone was telling me about how Ubers try to change the price or ask for cash. I've spoken to Ubers in Brazil, spoken to Ubers in DR, and I'll tell you what they told me. And this is really not a scam. It's their way of getting their money. So at the end of the day, the Uber gets paid like once a month. The driver gets paid like once a month. And if it's a long ride, they take about 25 to 35%, depending what their contract is with Uber. I don't know. So they may tell you, hey, can we cancel this? And I'll give you the same price if you pay in cash. Now, obviously, we use Uber, so we don't got to give cash. But sometimes they'll just say, whatever the price is, I'll give it to you for that price. But can you just pay me cash? Because they may not get all the money at the end of the day. And sometimes they'd prefer the cash rather than waiting on the Uber deposit to come through. So that's really not a scam. It's a scam if they try to change the price to a higher price. That's different. But most Ubers will ask you, do you mind paying in cash for the same amount so they can receive the cash? So that's one. The taxi scams. From the airport, almost every single airport, it's a set rate. From the airport, it's a set rate. You can actually go to the taxi stand. It's on the wall. Pretty much every taxi stand out here, the prices are on the wall. And it tells you every city how much it is from the exact spot you're standing in. So I would go, whenever I get a real taxi, I've done it a couple times, I had to get a taxi. I go to the wall. I ask the guy the price, then I look at the wall just to confirm that's the price. And it tells you every city how much it costs to go from that spot to the other city. Okay, so look at those. Usually in the airport, it's the same price. Ubers sometimes do not go to the airport because of a lot of issues. Some of you guys have been real lucky getting Ubers at the airport. Kudos to you. But they really don't want to come to the airport because of the issues with the taxi mafia. So Uber taxis from the airport, it's a set price. You can ask the price, but it's also set. Find out the set price. One thing you're going to hear that's concurrent in this video, ask the price. Negotiate. Ask the price. Okay? I have never been scammed in a taxi. I always negotiate. Anybody say that? Even in South Domingo, Santiago, I'm like this. How much is the price? Oh, 600 pesos. I think it's 3. Oh, okay, come on. Just ask. And if you don't agree with the price, say, hey, this is what I'm gonna pay. If they don't agree, keep it moving. Most people, when you keep it moving, will say, all right, give me this. They'll negotiate with you. So just pay that some mind. Now, taxis on the street. If you get a taxi on the street, meaning like right out here by Flip Flop, down the block by Rumba, if you get a taxi like that, always at the taxi stand, there's a price list on the wall. You can say, hey, I need a taxi for this. The price is on that wall for one way. You can negotiate for them to wait for you. Most taxis will wait. Negotiate a price. Hey, we're going to Puerto Plata to the club. We see your price one way, but you mind waiting. They'll say, this is what I'm going to charge you. I'll wait for you as long as you take. Cool. Now, why do they do that? They'll do that because if they go one way with you, that's one fare for 2 trips. They'd rather wait for you and get a second fare coming back. Their day is complete. That's a good day for them. Okay? So the price is always on there. If you're going short distance, it says right there on the board, and you go. If you're going long distance and you want to use the same taxi to return you because you know who you left with, they'll wait for you. They'll go get a nap, get some food. You hit them when you're ready. That's it. Now, the moto scams. To me, it's not much of a scam. It's more about not knowing what the prices are. And once I finish the moto scam, we'll go down. Also, taxis don't have meters in DR. I've never seen it. Taxis don't have meters. So don't expect them to turn the meter on. Negotiate the price, work the price out, and they're good to go. Also in the airport, most of the time they ask for the money up front, the legit taxis. There's a supervisor, he gets you the taxi, you pay him, he brings you to the taxi, you board on, you leave. That's how that system works. So make sure you're dealing with legit taxis. Moto taxis. This is the Moto Concho. Most rides are 50, 75 to 100 pesos, depending where you go. Now, I'm guilty of this. I can just give a motor 50 pesos and walk away. I do it a lot. But I'm guilty of this. And we'll go back to this change thing in a minute. If I don't got change, I'll give money. I don't expect them to have change. Most of the time they do, but they gonna say they don't. But depending where you go, if you go on a circle, these are daytime prices. 50, short ride, 75, medium ride, 100 if you do a little trip. I'm talking about in Sosua. For the motor, I'm talking about in Sosua. Motors are different prices everywhere. But once again, the one message that's going to be concurrent in this conversation, ask the price. I've had guys get on motos and a moto charge them 1,000 pesos. There's no moto for 1,000 pesos. That's a lot. I literally took a moto from here to Puerto Plata, my crib to Puerto Plata. That was 1,000 pesos. 3 in the morning, I'm on the back of a moto flying to Puerto Plata because I had a fight with the taxi guy. That's a whole other story. So there's no 1,000 peso motos in Sosua. Okay, I ain't no luxury limo motos, none of that shit. So ask the price. If you don't agree with the price, say, hey, I'm willing to pay this, and that's it. Also, have change. I'm gonna get into that again in a minute. Have change. A lot of places don't have change. That's another thing we're gonna talk about. But give me a second. Okay. Now I'm gonna get before I go into the taxis. I get off of the taxis. Rental cars. Some of you guys rent cars, right? Whether it be from the airport or your local rental car drive. Nothing wrong with that. I've rented tons of cars all over this country. No issues at all. If you rent from one of the major companies, not the local guys, because they don't got to agree to that. If you rent from one of the major companies, Avis, name some rental car. I don't rent cars anymore. National, all that blah, blah, blah. Mr. Rent the Happy Guy. I don't know. If you rent from one of those companies that you use in America and you land and they try to put you in a lower car, no. When you go to one of those companies, they don't have the car you rented. They're supposed to upgrade you, not downgrade you. That's not really a scam, but they do. They'll do that. And most people don't know. In America, if you go to a rental car company and they ain't got what you wanted, they got to upgrade you. That's how it is. Since it's one of those American companies, they have to upgrade you. So do not let them downgrade you. I've seen times where they'll be like, I know you rented a Toyota Land Cruiser, but I got this Kia Mini over here. Nah, I wanted the Toyota Land Cruiser. And they'll really, some people be like, okay, all right. Nah, you got 25 dudes with you. How you gonna rent the little Kia, little clown car? So just beware that. They're supposed to upgrade you. And since they're with an American company, they've gotta adhere to that. So know that. And check on your insurance, what your insurance is, all that. Make sure you know what they cover. Let me get to this comments and we get to the next subject. So that's the taxis, Uber, moto, rental car, scams. Some of it's not really scams. I'm using the word scam, but it's not all scam. Let me get them in the comments. Excuse me. Ralph, what's good? And definitely, I'm gonna get into that, Gary. 1 second, get to that. Speak Spanish now. What's up with you? Rich Boy 8, what up? King Sam, what's good? Shout out to Queen Sam. Showing exactly because Uber keeps most of the money. That's my point. Yes, well, Dom, what I tell them, because the guy did it to me in Brazil, I tell them to cancel the ride. Don't you don't, that's another thing. You don't cancel a ride. I had a guy in Brazil do the same thing. He was like, hey, I'll do the same price, but can we cancel this? I said, you cancel it. If you're gonna give me the same number, no price, I'll give you the same number. He said, I have the AC on, everything for you, Uber X, no problem. He said, but I'm not gonna get any money out of this, and we got to go 3 hours away. I said, bet. He canceled it. I screenshotted the price. He's like, no problem. So just make sure they're giving you that price. Big shout to Jackson G to watching it live from Dykeman. So they should have a set rate except for hookers. Good time, Grego in the building. Big shout to Grego, aka Secret Service. Well, you can do that too. If you got somebody pick you up, you do that. Devon in the building. Shout to the bro. Blade Run in the building. Enough is enough. POP is the airport outside of Sosua. Right outside. 15 minutes away, give or take. CAB no limit. Yeah, listen, always ask the price. I'm always asking the price. Just cause, you know what I'm saying? Just cause. Just so there's no misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Never want a misunderstanding. You want to be able to say, this is the price? Okay, cool. And if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. If you're asking me, I have IG. Well, no, Douglas, I still pay 50 sometimes. But I'm guilty of paying 100. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm telling you what I pay. If I know I got it in my pocket, like if I got a 50 in my pocket, I just go here. Peace. But I'm guilty of giving 100 because something ain't gonna change. Brandon, what's good with you? Mr. Flip-Flop _ All right, Douglas about to pull up. Glenn Johnson, what's good with you? Ma, you ain't gonna worry about those vans. You never get in those vans. And it'll say there's not really a scam. Those things are all the same price. See, the thing with the dollar cars and the dollar vans, they can't scam you. There's too many people in the thing that if they tell you one price, everybody gonna be like, hell no. They ain't gonna allow that to happen. I'm gonna get into that in a minute, Joe. Shout to Joe. Calculated conscience, what up with you? I appreciate that. Lee Robinson in the building. Lee, you have POP, which is Puerto Plata, STI, which is Santiago, STI. That's about an hour and change away. And you have Santo Domingo, SDQ, which is basically 4-5 hours away, give or take. Deanna Construction been finished at POP Airport. That was only a 10-day thing. That was it. That was only a 10-day thing. All right, so let me get back to my points. We just talked about the taxes in the Uber. Now, that was my next point. Now, this is what Joel was getting into. Nightlife, bars, and restaurants. I'm going to include beach bar. Yeah, I'm going to include beach bars on here. I'll talk about beach again, but I'm going to include beach bars on here. Beach bars, nightclubs, bars, restaurants. I'm going to give you some heads up on common scams that you can avoid, because at the end of the day, some of it's not really scams. It's someone feels they can get over and they'll try. Or you don't know no better, so you're like, oh, okay. And they're not going to say, oh, no. Not all of them. Oh, no, you overpaid. No, they're going to take the money. Whenever you walk in any establishment, ask for a menu. If the menu doesn't have prices, here's the thing. It's a yes and a no. Here's why. Especially beach bars. And I'll tell you why they don't have prices on the menu. Everyone can't afford to keep changing their menu for season to season, so they'll leave it blank. Now, I understand that, but you got to ask the prices. Now, the reason I can understand that part, I changed my menu 3 times in 1 year. It was about $1,000 for my menu. So I understand it. It costs money to change menus. So every business can't do it. And right now, I'm not changing my menu again for a long time. So sometimes they can't change the menu, so they'll put little stickers over the prices and just leave it blank, or just not put no prices at all, because at the end of the day, it does cost them money to keep changing the menu. So that part I can understand. But some places purposely don't put a price because everybody gets a different price. I was in Playa Ensenada. One of my favorite beaches in the country. I go to Playa Ensenada. Sitting at this guy's spot I sat at 5 times before. I get a bill. I go, what the hell is this? That's not the price on the menu. He said, no, that's the before 3 p.m. price. I said, what'd you just say to me? So people I'm with, I'm like, no. He's got it before. I grabbed the menu again. I didn't see a before 3 p.m. menu price. But I said, no problem. It's my favorite beach. I've been to this beach with 30 people before. I go, I pay him the money. I said, I actually gave him a 100 peso tip. I said, it's the last peso you'll ever get from me. He was like, no, brother. I said, no. Your price is your price. I played myself. I assumed because I bring this man business, he wasn't going to try to get over me. I got a thing. If you do something to me, you lose. So as I'm walking out, I grab my cooler, walking out, and we spent some money with him too. Like we was eating. The guy next door goes, hey, my prices never change. I said, look for me next time. I'll probably be in a couple weeks. Probably came back like 2 months later. He goes, I'm the guy with the same prices. Walked right by the other guy, sat my ass there. And he went like this. It's the funniest. I wish he was there for that one. He goes, so I go, he didn't have prices on his. He said, these are the prices. I'm going to tell you what they are, but it stays the same. He goes, these are the same prices, AM to PM. He made sure the guy heard it. And I was like, there you go. Throw it in his face because you lost. Boom. He's like, so he told me, and everything was reasonable. I was okay, that's cool. He was like, and no, he said, no extra taxes, fees, or that. If you want to tip me, you tip me, but that's the price. And he said, as I write your thing down, I'll show you the bill. Every time we order something, I was like, bet. That's great service. But he saw how the other guy jerked me. Now, be careful with the prices. Now let's go to bars and nightlife. Okay? Restaurants too. While you were drinking, let's say, all right, let's use here as an example. Let's say you want to order the beautiful Hillary a shot of Fireball. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you want to order Hillary a shot. Say, Hillary, I want to buy Hillary a shot. Hillary gets a shot, puts it on your bill. What some places do is will charge you for 2-3 shots. Not here, of course. So some places you'll buy 1 or 2 shots and you'll get 4 or 5 on your bill because you're not paying attention. Be wary of that. I never understood why guys would pay for everything after they order it. Like if you pay for get a soda, you get it, and pay for. I never understood that until I started seeing people get overcharged, and I was like, oh, okay. I've been to places. Pay attention to your bill. If you notice, there's some businesses that don't let you leave an open tabs. They don't want to argue with you. They go, nope. You might get drunk and forget how many beers you had. If you go to Dominican bars or some of the bars, they pile up the beers under the table, so you can't deny how many beers you had. It's under your table. So at the end of the day, it's what you want to watch out for. It's not necessarily getting gringo priced. It's just that, let me take a little off the top. He's not paying attention. Be careful. Be careful. Steve-O in the building. Be careful that when you're ordering drinks, you're not paying attention to how many drinks you order. That's all. I've had it happen to me before. I pay attention to my drinks. If I order six shots, I know it's 6 shots. I pay attention. So watch that. You know, we go out, we order rounds of drinks. We having fun, having a good time. Pay attention to what you order. I've actually been in, I've been in places where I get my bill and I go, I could have sworn I only had this many. And the bill says this. And I just look over and I go, and if I know the manager or somebody, I go, I'm just saying, I know what I was drinking. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I pay one bill. I got a habit of ordering drinks. And appreciate you too, brother. I try to say thank you, but you walked out. I got a habit of, if I order a bunch of drinks, I'll pay the first bill and go to the next. I've been places where they'll combine my last bill and act like I didn't pay the first bill. You gotta be careful with that. So pay attention to the drinks you buy, pay attention to the menu. What's not a scam, is tax. There's taxes. We have to pay taxes. So I've seen people complain about 28%. I charge 18%. The other 10% is a tip. I don't charge it because a lot of businesses charge it. It's called a legal tip, and they don't give it to the employees. So I expect you to give the employees a tip. I still have to pay my taxes, and I come out of pocket every month and pay my employees the legal tip because I don't have to charge it. So 28% is at almost every business. That is the taxes and the legal tip. Okay, so that's not a scam. That's taxes. Now, and oh yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad she reminded me. Now, does everybody pay their taxes? I can't say, but they get it. What I have seen, some people go, there's different menus. At certain places, there are different menus. I'm not gonna lie to you. Me and this young lady were together in Puerto, Plata. And when I got the menu, I said, what's this? It was like a $15 salad. It was like $16 salad. And I wanted a salad that day too. I'm like, I said, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. And they walked over and I said, oh, I live here. Are those the cruise people? He's like, yeah, my bad. I said, oh, that's a better menu. So be careful. Some places do have two menus, whether it be for the cruise people, whether it be for the locals. I don't believe in that. Everybody gets the same price, but some people will have two menus. How can you tell? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, if the menu's in English, yeah. My whole menu's in English, but if they have an English menu and a Spanish menu, price is different. So pay attention to that. And also have some change, man. You know, it's good to, most businesses are supposed to have change, but you'll get even the motos and taxis, I ain't got no change. You know what I'm saying? And instead of you sitting around and haggling, have a little change in your pocket. Don't go buy a Coca-Cola with a 2,000 peso bill. Let me catch up with these comments. I'm getting to the next one after this. Let me catch up with the comments. So we just covered restaurants, beach bars, only beach bars, another thing about beaches, and restaurants, bars, nightclub. I've actually been in a car wash before in San Pedro de Macorís. No, San Francisco de Macorís. Okay. Man, we had a bottle of rum, and I wonder why the girl just kept looking. Like as we drink it, she just kept looking. I'm like, that's weird. So we get the bill, about to go another bar, and I look and I go, 3,200 pesos for a bottle of rum and 2 Sprites. So I had already tipped security because I knew him from Puerto Plata. So he goes, Greg, everything I say, everything all right. So I said, it's 3,200 pesos. She was like, yeah. Is there a problem? I said, no problem, baby. Took the money out. My boy's like, Greg, what are you doing? I said, it's okay. That was going to be her tip anyway. Is what it is, right? Sometimes I have no problem catching myself because I'm like, you lost my business. I'll never come back to the spot again. And if you know me, we're going to bring a bag and we go out. So it is what it is. So at the end of the day, you got to watch for that. I have only been 2 places where I refused to pay because I was like, nah, that's not my bill. But most of the time, I'll pay it and just say, they won't see me again. That's all. Let me catch up with these comments. Y'all keep putting your comments in there. And whatever times you've been scammed and what you've been scammed about. Sean said it can't hurt. It get 50, 100. Listen, I tip by the service. If it's good, I've given 500 pesos tip. I'm giving 2,000 pesos tip. We spending money, I'm tipping. Catch you with these comments, y'all. Stargaze in the building from France. V Jack, what up? Yeah, the 10% solo is supposed to be legal tip, but everybody don't pay it, so I don't charge it. So I don't pay it. A lot of people charge it and don't pay it. I just try to make sure I give the best product, the best price I possibly can. He'll come back. Lee, appreciate you, brother. Douglas is called Ground Zero. I have not been there yet. I will get over there. I heard some things about a lot of spots. Cool Cat, I'm not going to get into that in this show because we're talking about something else. I don't want to get sidetracked. But at the end of the day, y'all all know who that is. And he was joking around, so it is what it is. But you know, people got to make their videos. Say Hillary only drinks 1738. So it is wait for most. Never know. Ty Banks said, I wonder if Flip Flop don't take credit cards. We take cash and Cash App. Now, for you guys that wonder why there's a fee for Cash App, here's what I got to tell you. If you don't want to pay the fee, you pay in cash. As simple as that. I'm providing the service. I'm at to tell this one dude, I'm going to explain myself to you. Cash App is illegal. I'm actually breaking the law. Hello. I just told him myself, I'm a snitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm providing the service. Yes, you will pay the fee. Otherwise, go in your pocket, put your left hand in there, pull out some pesos, and you pay the bill. You can't debate me. I'm going to pay Cash App, but I ain't paying the fee. Then you're not paying Cash App, my friend. And if you pay Cash App and don't send the fee, I'll kindly send it back. Well, that's another thing here. See, CAB. Any waitress should know not to put no drinks on your bill. If I order a drink, cool, get her a drink. But don't put nothing else on my bill. Hey, Sam, I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I don't look at the bill. Only thing I got for you is a dislike. Appreciate it. Quick, see you soon. Yeah, and Sam has ordered 17 shots and just said, tell me how much. Timor in the building. Shout out to Timor. Listen, that's what I normally do at the bar, just so I personally don't forget. No, people do it, but I don't understand it because I know I'm drinking. I'm going to keep open tab. Ty keep playing with me. So let's get into the next one. You have to pay attention to what you order, man. I'll never forget. I had a good friend of mine at that. Swear to me that he didn't have 7 beers, right? Swear to me. You know what I'm talking about. Great friend of mine. I said, bro, y'all were drinking for like hours. So I said, you know what? Because first I didn't understand. I was like, yeah, you were drinking. I didn't count your drink, but they're not going to add. Here's the thing. A flip-flop, they can't steal from you. It goes in my pocket. They can't delete it from the system, none of that. I got to delete it. So it's not they upcharge you. They don't like me that much to upcharge you to make me more money. Sorry. So we went back and looked, and yes, he had 7 beers. I actually had to sit there and count all the beers in the camera. And at the end of the day, he brought a counter. He had his beer counter. And I was, there you go. So just pay attention to what you order. You know, sometimes we get drunk and we don't pay attention. I've seen that. And when you know what the price is, oh yeah, bro, I've seen it. Me and a young lady sitting right next to me got a gringo menu. I was like, what the hell is this? You usually know if it's in dollars too. Everything on my menu is peso. You usually know if it's in dollars. Sean McNeil in the building. Flow is a lot to watch out for everywhere. I'm giving you the Dominican Republic because I live here. I've had the same situation in Colombia, the same situation in Brazil. It ain't nowhere different. I think that's a misconception. I'm only talking about the Dominican Republic because I live here. I can't tell you on a day-to-day basis in Brazil. I can't tell you on a day-to-day basis in Colombia. I can tell you about here because I live here. And I've been through it every single country. Only country that never tried to gringo price me was Cuba. Everywhere else, they try to gringo price, try to get a little extra, try to get an extra tip, stuff like that. Trust me when I tell you. I actually had the club in Colombia take my card twice and keep it, and told me they gave it back. and then burn my car through $400. So it happens everywhere. Yes, what is it? The infamous $16 garden salad. Me and her was sitting there like, what dollars? What is this?
Hold up. It's got chicken.
GC Judah in the building. What up, baby? Says Flip. Yeah, different prices always better to have extra cash and deal with the local currency. Yes. You're not beating the taxes. Part of business. Now, like I said, I can't say every business is paying their taxes, but they charge you. I'm paying my taxes, so I got charged. Dredge the Great in the building. Texas and La Casa. What up? Tighten up your Spanish to avoid the scams. That too. Tighten up your Spanish. You don't have to worry about much. And learn to read the menu. Rich, I am backed up. I have so much going on. I promise you, I will get on. Matter of fact, you hit me direct. I'll make sure I get on that fantasy football tomorrow. I promise. I just been a lot of stuff going on. So Ty Banks Live, aka TMZ Ty, finally says something common sense. Flip Flop has the best customer service and wings. Thank you, sir. Chi-Town Cash, what up? If you don't have enough money, oh man, I don't know. Some people take your phone. Some people call the cops. I don't know. I don't really deal with that. It happens once in a while. Somebody, I'll be right back going to the bank. I'm like, cool. You know, you really want to just pay your bill, but make sure you got enough money or borrow it, or I don't know. Chicken Shack. Y'all didn't tell me there's a bunch of chicken shacks in Queens. It's really a restaurant called a Chicken Shack.
Don't have a bloody bar though.
Yeah, no bar. Yeah, you can sell King Sam's. King Sam is my Zelle Connect. Yes, Lee. Here at Flip Flop, we can call him. You come in. Sundays is the only day he does not work. My boy Mapeo, he comes through, gives the best rate in town. He'll come here as you sit, wait for your food, whatever, and change your money when he gets here. That's a service I've been doing that forever. Hey, V-Jack, you can't. Here's the wild part. You can't be mad at the Cash App fee because I don't got to do Cash App. It'd be wild. Like, dudes be like, I walk in Red Lobster. Y'all paying Cash App. Y'all know you're not. It's a service. I got to get the money to me. Oh, yes, Sean. Oh, I'm just giving tips on how to avoid certain scams. We're going to the next one, the next joint next. Yes, sometimes better. I'm paying cash. Unless I'm at certain places, I'll use my card. So one time I asked for soda at a restaurant in Cabarete. They brought me Sosua water, and I thought it was water. The waitress got super rude with me. I said, I meant like Coke. Soda is water. Agua con gas. That's soda here. So when you say soda, it's actually agua con gas, Sosua water. So you probably didn't know that, but she shouldn't have had an attitude with you. She should have just fixed it. But yeah, soda is agua con gas. Soda is basically Sosua water. Hey Gary, I know you with it, bro. Like I said, some people are just like that. They find anything to complain. Yeah, it went up, Lance, but we still only getting 55, 60 in the street. Hillary, so what am I supposed to do? Still only like 50, 55, 60 or something like that. 56, the Merlot, the otro Merlot. Pregunta a ellos. ¿Dónde le bate ella? It's the Merlot, but the otro Merlot. Sorry, Douglas said plenty of places to change out dollars up to around 11 midnight. The problem is, are they going to give you a good rate? So you got to worry about that. Some places give you a terrible rate. My guy rate you compare to Kirby Express. So you can get change anywhere, but it's all about the rate. They tried it in Brazil. They did try it. I will tell you some funny thing. I was at a change spot last year or the year before, might have been a year and a half ago. And as I'm getting some change, because my guy was not working that day, the guys in front of me are getting change. He gave them the lowest rate possible. And I wanted to tell them, but I can't mess up this guy's business. You know, they're already in exchange. I can't say, hey, fellas, don't do that. I can't do that because I know him. I do business with him. And if I do that, I'm putting a black eye on his business. And I'm sitting there like, Jesus Christ, you give him a terrible rate. So he goes, wait till they walk away. I'm like, you're not giving me that rate. He's like, no, I got you. And I was sitting there like, Jesus Christ. Make sure you know the rates, okay? So you can get a decent rate with it. Some guys just come in blind and get worse rates than the damn airport. Blade Run, I learned my lesson. They got me. Rico Badenki in the building. What's good, baby? Shout to Columbia.
He ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Wavy Dre, what up? I just commented on Instagram how I missed. Yeah, I saw that. I just saw that before I went live. Big shout to you. Hey. Okay. Gotta be here. Ray Loyal in the building. Shout to Get Right Frank. Post that link, my brother. So let me get to the next one. Hold on. Ricardo in the building. Dexter, no, I do not. At Flip Flop, I don't. Most businesses do. I don't. It'll say lay, L-E-Y, or legal, L-E-G-A-L, legal or lay, which is the same thing. I don't charge that. Nah, no PayPal, Joel. This is a big order. Yeah, Ricardo, you can't make everybody happy. It is what it is. No, what? Not yet. I'm going to check that out. Can I do a live on Zoom? I didn't know that. Bill D, what up? All right, let me go on to my next list. So we did taxis, Uber, beach bars, restaurants, all of that, right? I told you guys get changed, the no change scam. I ain't got change. That's kind of a thing because if you got a big bill and they ain't got the money to give you, they're gonna be like, well, I provided you the service, you gotta pay. So sometimes gotta have change on you, okay? Like I said, don't pay $2K for a water or Coca-Cola. If you pull out a $2K bill, they ain't got no change, bro. So you gotta be careful with that. All right. Let's get into this one. Here's what you've all been waiting for. The police scam. Now, you do have a lot of corrupt cops here and there, everywhere in the world, but you have some here and there. At the end of the day, I'm hungry, I need some gas, stuff like that. For me, I just have change on me, and I drop the change on me. You know what I'm saying? My boy likes to argue with them. I ain't got time for that shit. So I'll give him like 100 pesos, 200 pesos, and keep him moving. What I'm not going to do is give a cop 500,000 pesos just because he's hungry. Not going to happen. Want a Gatorade? Here you go. You need gas? Here's 100 pesos. That should be enough gas to get you around the corner. Another scam that has gone on, which I've tried to tell you guys a million times. Okay? When it comes to the ladies of leisure. Ladies of leisure, or chicken as we call it, chicken. That's the word we're going to use, chicken. When it comes to chicken, out there on Pedro Casante, there are no police. No police for chicken. Police are for everybody. There is no police that says you didn't pay for your chicken. It doesn't exist. It's a fantasy. It doesn't happen. Okay? So if someone tries to run the police scam and say, hey, I'm calling the police, or police come and say, hey, it don't go like that. If you're in a hotel, don't come out your hotel. It's against the law to come inside without a warrant. If it's gonna cost you more in the long scheme of things, sometimes just pay that little bread because it's not worth it to go through a whole bunch of bullshit. But there's no police for chicken. None. Doesn't exist. There's no special ops out here, just the chicken police. So you ain't got to deal with that. But like, hey, I'm a tourist. I don't know what's going on. That's it. Leave it at that. Unless they got a warrant for your arrest, there's really nothing they can do. So that with the police thing, What I will tell you, don't do, or do it and don't backtrack. Don't make a copy of friend and give them money and then later complain. Because then they'll mess with you. What I do is I say hi and bye. I got some cop friends I deal with here and there, but I say hi and bye. I'm not trying to give you hang out, be cool. I got a couple cops that I know I'll see in the different barrios and stuff. We may go get a drink or something. That's cool. But I'm not going to sit there and, because you're a cop, I don't need you. I'm my own security at the end of the day. So avoid the police scam. Have a couple dollars on you, a little bit of change on you. There's a lot of hustles here, and one of the biggest things I can say to a lot of guys you get caught out, really not a scam, but pickpocketing. There's a lot of pickpocketing out here everywhere in the country. To me, I'm from New York, so we know don't let nobody touch us. Some of you guys, mainly the guys, think you're Denzel Washington, so two girls are rubbing up on you, and here you go, they done took $1,000. First off, you should never have $1,000 in your pocket. Second, you are not Denzel Washington. They are not touching on you because you got the gun from training day. Okay? Kindly tell them not to touch you. Tap your pockets, you're good. I got a lot of pockets with zippers, and I'm always tapping my pockets anyway, and I don't allow nobody that close to me. So be careful with the pickpocketing. At the end of the day, every time someone get pickpocketed, I ask them, were they touching you? Were they touching you? And you know what they say? Yeah, man, they grabbed me all over. You are not Denzel. Did you not think anything was weird about that? Did you just walk down the street and women just grab on you like you Drake? If they don't do it anywhere else in the world, why'd you think it was going to happen here? Did you have a Drake mask on? No. Don't let them touch on you. They're not touching you because they love you. No. Pay attention. Right, I'm going to get more in a second. Let me catch you on some comments. I see you guys got a lot of comments. 1 second. Catch you on the comments. Yeah, I ain't lying, man. Every time someone says they got picked, I'll be like, what you doing? Yeah, they was touching me. You're not Denzel, bro. I don't mean to hurt your ego. But at what point did you think you just turned into a... They're like, oh my God, Drake. No, it's just not. No. It's weird. Said blame it. Yeah, blame it. I go there for change once in a while. I got a spot not too far from me as well. Once in a while, Douglas, once in a while, the airport rate will be the street rate. I'm going to give you another tip as far as changing your money. If you've ever been a flip-flop and see my payout, go on his calculator 6 times. There have been places here all over the country where you go by the calculator and the receipt, and we look at the receipt. We're trusting of that receipt. People have manipulated their calculator and their receipt. So it'll say the number that they told us. It'll calculate the number that they told us. But for real, it was a lower number. Understand? Let's just say off the top, the rate they said was 56. The receipt will come back saying 56. And it'll sort of change down there. So when you go to count it, you count the changes, what's on that receipt. The rate in the machine is 55. So when they count it out, the receipt machine, the calculator gives you that. Take your phone, use your calculator to make sure what they typed in is right. I realize we go trustworthy by receipts. And if we look at the receipt, it says the number. We count it with the number the receipt says. Some people have manipulated their receipt makers. There was a teacher a few years back. I want to say about 5-6 years back. He's a mathematician. He caught it. He got the receipt. He was like, that don't make no sense. He's a mathematician. He knows math. He got the money. The money is what the receipt said, but that's not what should have been calculated. So just be wary of that. Count the money on your own phone. Also, negotiate everything. You can negotiate everything. Unless it's in the store or the price is written down, you can negotiate. If the price isn't written down, I mean, negotiate. Let's get into the last scam and one of the biggest. The beach scams. Now, this goes back into asking the price for everything. If it's a beach chair, get the price. If it's a beer, get the price. If it's an umbrella, get the price. I do that every country I go to. How much is the chair? How much is the umbrella? How much is the sand? I try to catch them. See, they have a price for the sand. How much is the sand? They be like, 20. What? Yeah. See, you about to get a price for the sand. I want to know everything. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if I annoy you. I'm the customer. I got the money. I want to know the price. How much is that? How much is that? What if we buy 2? What if we buy 4? What if we buy 2? Then I take one away and buy one more later. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking everything. Anybody ever travel, they'll tell you this motherfucker can be annoying. I'm making sure everything is straight. Then when I get the number, I go, okay, give me one umbrella. I'm going through all that just to make sure I get the right price. So negotiate. Ask the price. Also, if you have a beach chair, make sure the guy's actually watching your stuff. Sometimes they'll say, bye. Be like, hey, make sure when I go in the water, you watch my stuff. They'll watch it. If you tell them, make sure. Other guys will be like, I got my money for my chair. Prices on the beach can vary. I tell you seasonal. But if you go to a specific place and you get one price today, order the same thing tomorrow, get another price, they're G'ing you. Which is why I say ask the price. I had a group of dudes come up here upset as a motherfucker because they went to a spot, paid one thing one day, which they thought was high anyway, decided to go back, got the same exact stuff, and the price was more. And they were just confused, but they had no menus with numbers on it. They didn't ask the price. They was upset, but it was the same stuff. Ask the price. Negotiate. You can avoid a lot of these hustles, a lot of this BS. You can avoid it. And look, don't think because I've been here all this time and all go, I'm perfect. No. There's times where I just, I'm too full of myself. I'm like, man, nobody gonna get over on me. And I get caught slipping too. It happens. It happens. It is what it is. What you need to do is just make sure you protect yourself as much as you can because you're on vacation or you're on staycation or you're an expat. You want to make sure you don't get caught in these little things. And it's little nuances. It's really all about paying attention. Most of the time, if I got a girl with me, I'll be like, or Dominican friends with me, I'll be like, yo, you talk. I ain't gonna say the exact words I use, but I'll be like, you talk. I don't like talking. And what's the numbers? I agree with the numbers. Hey, does that number sound right? All right, let's go. Now, if it's just me and a bunch of Americans, now you're gonna hear me. What's the price? How much? How much for one rib? I'm all in. How much for one rib? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all that. I'm negotiating. And once I settle on something, I have no problem walking away saying no. I'll just keep it moving to the next spot. If you don't want my money, they'll take my money. So negotiate. You have a lot of people hustling, not really trying to do a gringo price thing and not trying to be malicious, but figuring that you won't miss that extra couple of dollars. But when you realize you just keep letting it slide, that shit adds up. Let me catch up on his comments and tell me was there any scams you guys got into? I got some more for the live, but tell me was there any scams that you guys got caught out with? Let's open this up and catch up on his comments. I know I'm behind. 1 second. Said because my expressions are okay. That's another thing, and I'm thank you for saying that. Changing dollars at restaurants and bars and paying with dollars is no go. Now, I change money here. I mean, not me. My payo comes. He's the change guy. He changes money. You don't get charged for that. But if you pay in dollars, yes, there's a fee. Because I got to get changed. Every business has it. You get a certain rate for the dollars, which is why I encourage everybody. I always say, do you want me to call a change guy, give you some change? I can call him right now. Some guys go, no, I'm paying dollars. I don't care. And I'll be like, I can call the change guy right there. So at the end of the day, you want to change your dollars. That's 100%. You really don't want to use cash in the restaurants, in the bars, in the it's even worse in the Plata or the supermarkets. You're not going to get a good rate. Suicide Squad, what up? Yeah, I'm telling you, Roseby, Denzel, and Drake. You ask anybody who knows me if the first question I ask when they tell me they got pickpocketed. Were they touching you? Yeah, man. Did you get off tour with Drake? Did you just come off stage? Why are they touching you? Said 2 months ago they pickpocketed a black guy on Casante. Dude was checking garbage container. I don't mean to laugh, but it's a story I hear all the time. And you know what? I've had it happen to people I know, right? And when I tell you, it blows my mind that it could be someone who I can tell 100,000 times, don't let nobody touch you. And they sit there and get pickpocketed. Y'all hit that like button. We got 128 and only 62 likes. Hit that like button. Let me catch up with his comments. Jesse Short shots out of the building. He said, you think you Ryan Gosling, use your money belt. Facts. US dollars gets used everywhere, brother, unfortunately. I tell people always get changed. To a point, Michael, to a point. But if you carry yourself properly, you ain't worry about that. Just had a dude on Facebook say someone trying to change the price on him. But he had a couple issues at a couple spots. I said, hey, bro, are you acting thirsty? Are you looking like a mark? Because most of the time, someone is going to try something they can get away with. What you also got to understand is this. If someone tries you, stand up for yourself and be like, nah, I ain't going for it. Most of the time, someone will push and try just to see how far they can get. And if you allow it, they'll keep pushing. He said they didn't have money. I'm broken in there. Showing you crazy. Definitely hit that like button. Gary M, it all depends. Like I said, I can't say for sure. I just tell people watch out. Wait a minute, what the hell? I read on the site one person got charged $5. Oh my God. My man just got some bananas the other day, 10 pesos a banana. And what did I do? I asked the price. She said 10 pesos. I said 10 pesos per banana. Oh, well, Joe, that's a everything's knockoff down here. That's normal. Coach Mark, you give a chicken a 1K bill and then they switch out for 100 bill like a magician. Then they say, Poppy, you only, oh man, I done seen that. 1,600 for avocado toast. Jesus Christ. Don't even say what that said. I don't even want to know. You said a pound of, yeah, see that? Pound of bananas. But if you buy per banana, it's 10 pesos. I tell people, stop letting people touch you, man. Hey, listen, Gary. If they wear a fanny pack, I'm going to make jokes. But as long as you're not getting pickpocketed, I call it fag bags. If you wear a fag bag and it makes you feel comfortable, as long as you're not getting pickpocketed, they gonna yank them bags are strong. They ain't gonna yank the bag. I may laugh at you, but you ain't gonna get pickpocketed. I'm like, look at that little bitty bag. I'm gonna say that, but at least you won't get pickpocketed. Go right now to the store, buy you the nicest fanny pack you can, put a little design on it, and be like, I know Flip gonna last, but I'm not gonna be pickpocketed. And I'm gonna say, look at your fanny pack.
Don't be putting Paradise Life on it though.
And you can say, yeah, you're gonna put a Paradise Life fanny packs. And you can say, at least I ain't getting pickpocketed. And I'll be like, touche. But you still got a fanny pack. All right? Big D Stovepipe in the building. What's good with you? All my pockets got zippers, and I'm always touching my pockets. Definitely get a price up front, but that's why I said ask for the price for everything. Negotiate. You can't get scammed if you know what you're paying. Yeah, no change. A lot of people I'm trying to get change. No change on Saturday at flip flops. My homie don't work. Hold on, let me see what it says here. So Sasquatch said, one time me and my girl went on a horse and carriage in Santo Domingo. We've got to ask the price. Dude wanted 6,000 pesos. 6,000 pesos? See what I mean? Ask the price. I don't even think is it even 2,000? Jesus. Link kick shout to you August 9th. First stop flip flop. Hold on up. I'll be here. And guys, when I'm not here, I'm just doing running around, but I'm always coming back. Appreciate you guys stopping through. Cleveland in the building. Shout out to all my bros from Cleveland. Bro, nowadays men got merces. Get you a fanny pack. I'm going to laugh. Nobody else will. I will. And I have no problem telling you this. But I know your money's safe. Get you the one with the double snaps so they can't yank it off your waist. I'll be like, look at that fanny pack go. I swear to God, I'm gonna make jokes. I'm telling you this now. But at least your money's safe. Can't have best of both worlds. And Gary said he wears them all the time. Hey, shout out to Gary and his fanny pack. And guess what? Gary never got pickpocketed. How about that? Oh, wait. So, shout out to Draco Poppy. He said, I want to hit you with this. Do you remember yesterday you told me you was going to give me something? Here's the wild part. I think I do that all the time. But they kind of know don't come back. Whoever it is. I'm going to see them up. Don't come back. He said, the chickens can touch me all they want. My pockets are empty, cash in my socks. Joel's on one. There you go. Joel's on one. Yeah, so I think it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it's like 1,000 or 1,500 pesos, something like that for a ride around, and maybe 800 pesos for a short ride. But yeah, 6,000, they bugging. El Delo in the building, my bro. What's good with you? Remember that back? I used to do that back in the day. 2 shorts, put the basketball shorts inside the shorts, and we'd put the money in the basketball shorts. I used to do that back in the day. That shit got too uncomfortable. All right. Good question. Solo JFT. Is a fanny pack cool if you use it across your body? That's my intention. So the sideways fanny pack. All right. It's basically worn like a man purse. I will laugh. I'll chuckle if you wear it across your shoulder like that. But don't be stupid and put the fanny part behind your back and you just got the strap in your chest. By the time you turn around, all your money's going. Keep the fanny part on your chest. I will chuckle, look. He got a sideways fanny pack. That's what I call it, sideways fanny pack. But it's cool. You're good. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with fanny packs. I'm just going to laugh. Just me. I guarantee you, I'll be the only one laughing. But you could return and say, at least I didn't get pickpocketed. Touche. Hold on. Exterminated, so that's the one I got. Shout out to you. No, you actually have a fag bag. You just put it on your shoulder. Let's not get it. Let's not get it messed up. Let's not get it mixed up. Let's not get it mixed up. It's a fanny pack. You just put it on your shoulder. I'm just saying. It's still a seatbelt if it goes on your belly or your shoulder. Teddy, what's good? He said, I'm coming through soon. Pull up, baby, pull up. Studio Dude said it sound like Emmitt Smith. If you look like Emmitt Smith that day, shout to you. Is that the 95 Cowboys Emmitt Smith or the 2023 Emmitt Smith? You gotta ask yourself that one. Which one you looking like? And how do they know who Emmitt Smith is? Gotcha. Elder Lord said North Face fanny pack. I don't care if it's Louis Vuitton. I don't care if it's Gucci, Prada. It's a fanny pack. And shout out to Elder Lord. He always has his fanny pack ready to go. This is something I agree with. So shout out to Prophet of Rage. I let my chica barter the prices because she's Dominican. Will not allow me to be taken advantage of. Or she'll walk away. Now, if you got somebody like that, I call it a buffer, who will negotiate for you. All right, case in point. Me and my chick, whoever she is, if she exists. If for the guy, I don't know, we together broke up, home we go. My exact words, I'll be like, yo, go speak that guala. That's a New York thing. Speak that guala. Because she don't want to talk. I don't want to negotiate. Because if I start negotiating, I'm going to be disrespectful. Especially when I feel you try to go with me. So she just start laughing. I'm like, yo, go speak that guala. Take care of that. Because I know she going to handle that money-wise. If you got somebody protecting you in your bread, that's a good look. Because now they'll negotiate on your behalf. And even if they look over their shoulder, you got dudes too who look out for you. They look over their shoulder and see you. Don't worry about my gringo boyfriend. I'm negotiating right here. I'm taking care of this. So don't go nowhere. Don't give no extra prices. Douglas Battle, what's up with you? Yes, King Sam Battle of the Boats. We're not gonna lose to Rumble, but Rumble's gonna be doing it big. Shout out to Rumble. It's gonna be craziness and madness. And there might be some other businesses getting involved. We gotta see. It's gonna be madness. So brother Flip, where's a good place to meet some nice? Well, there's a lot of chicken around town, but you can come to Flip Flop. We can talk about it. I don't use my ATM card that much. Hardly ever in DR. I may use mine in other countries. Yes, Gary, and keep the fanny pack on the chest. Lesson to the chat. We're gonna go into Sun Notes 1 second. I'm just reading the comments. There you go. Keep the fanny pack across your breast.
All right, this is getting too much.
I won't laugh that hard, but I will chuckle.
This guy. Hey, my bro. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the ATMs in any country, really. I'm not a fan. Oh no, ain't been to the rooftop yet. Might check it out today. Talking about it now. You guys been scammed recently? Posting the link. Posting in the chat. We'll get to it. I want to give you guys the reality. I wrote this down. Give you guys the reality. The way the economy is here, the way the money is here in the Dominican Republic, you have a lot of low-income people. Low income compared to us. So sometimes some people will resort to being dishonest to try to get a little money out. And like I said, it's not a lot of money to us all the time, but it could mean something to them. Not saying everybody, saying here and there. You actually got some honest people that will be dishonest in the circumstance. If you've heard all my videos a million times, I told you this. Sometimes things are opportunity. That person's not a thief. The opportunity is presented to them to make a little extra money without you knowing. Some of you may say that's stealing. It's not always stealing. You didn't realize there was 2 extra beers on your bill. You didn't realize you overpaid. I done had people, I done tipped them motherfuckers 600 pesos, and they come back like, sir, I remember that shit tip. And they go, oh. Because, they were like, no one ever tipped me that much. It is what it is. So, I actually love when someone's honest to me because I'm going to be like, I'll make sure you good every time I come. If any service, any situation, I'll make sure you good. By being honest with me, I'll make sure you good. When I find someone being dishonest, I just won't go back to that business. Won't go back to that person. Won't go back to that situation, whatever it is. So a lot of these things I talked about today are common scams, common situations, and not every single person that does it is a bad person. It's just opportunity. I've told you guys, if you drop a bag of money on the highway, on your highway where you at right now, someone's going to stop and pick it up that may never touch that money ever in their lives, but had the opportunity to change their lives by picking that money up. Opportunity. All right? So the hustles go on and on. Some are small, some are large. Just be careful. Another hustle or scam or hustle. The business and real estate hustle. It's going to be the last one. The business and real estate hustle or scam. You have tons of realtors in this country. You ain't got to be certified to be a realtor. I could be a realtor if I wanted to. I'm not going to. Businesses. You see a lot of businesses for sale, and you wonder why. Hey, why does it cost so much? And it's not the land you're buying when you buy a business. You're buying the business. Meaning, if I sell flip-flop, I don't own this land. Hardly any business out here owns their actual land. So get that out your head. People bought land, built businesses to rent them out to people. That's how it's done here. Only a few people actually own the land. So you're buying the business, meaning you're buying my TVs, you're buying my kitchen equipment, you're buying my chairs, my equipment, you're buying the brand. That's what you're buying, the brand. You're not buying the building. In some cases, if the building's for sale, it's going to cost you damn near $1 million. So don't think you're buying the building or the land. You're buying the brand, the business. Okay? That person wants to get out. That's it. Now, another business. This is a business scam. If someone might want to fight me over this, but I really don't care. If someone has just opened a business and are already looking for investors, they're not doing good. They probably didn't have enough money. Why would I want to invest with someone that needs a loan already or needs an investor already? Now, before we open the business, meaning you may have an idea, it's there, and we didn't open yet. You didn't open yet, and you're like, hey, I want to open. I might need an investor. That's different. Now we can put a contract together, talk about what we're going to do, how we're going to let our powers combine. That's different. But if you already open, trying to get customers, and you're still looking for investors, that's weird. What was your business plan if no one wants to invest? So be careful of that. I've run into situations where dudes are so in debt that they're like, hey, come into this business, I'm making money. Maybe show you some fake books or show you no books. They put money up. It's over. Okay, I told you guys. This business is going for sale that made no money for $100,000. What you think I'm gonna charge? And we do good here. Knock on wood. And like I said, you're not buying the land. You're renting. You're gonna buy the business, everything in it, and then you're gonna pay. You're gonna have a lease with that property owner. So just remember that. And with the real estate, make sure you're dealing with lawyers. I'll tell you guys a story. Good friend of mine, I haven't spoken to since COVID. We were talking at the bar one day. He goes, yeah, I'll be back. I said, cool. He comes back with a bag. I probably told you guys the story a million times. He said, yo, G, I'm going to meet with the guy at the house. I got $64,000 in cash on me. I said, what? I said, first off, time out. Stop what you're doing. Don't talk to nobody. Bring that bag back to your house right now. Right now. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Don't talk to nobody. Bring the bag back. Don't even, someone says hi, don't say hi back. He's like, what? I said, please, take that goddamn bag back to where you're staying at. So he's like, all right, if you say so. Came back. I said, bro, is you crazy? Walking around with $64,000? That's not how business is done here. If you're buying a house, there's a wire transfer, a bank transfer. Who are you dealing with? Oh, with a guy, I met him and he brought me to the house. I said, did you see a title? No. Do you have a lawyer? No. Do you meet the owner? No. And you're gonna give this man $64,000? I said, bro, you're about to change somebody's life today. That man would have got that money, you'd never seen him again. He was like, I said, you don't have a lawyer, you didn't meet the owner, and you didn't see a title, and you about to get this man $64,000? I said, bro, give me $64,000, I'll make it disappear and come back and get some wings tomorrow. He was like, I see what you mean. I was like, that's all that's gonna happen. He disappeared. 64 grand. I said, if it was 15 grand, they want a wire transfer to the bank. So be careful. Just because someone speaks English don't mean you can trust them. Just because you had a beer with somebody, I told you guys, to make sure you understand not to just trust somebody who speaks English, don't trust me. Don't trust me. Just because someone taught English and had a few beers with you and grabbed some chicken for you, made you feel comfortable, tapped you on your shoulder, high-fived you, they not your peoples. If you want to give somebody you don't like that $64,000, don't give somebody you don't know like that. So just be careful with that. Lawyer. Contract. I do contracts with everything and everybody. Me and my man talking about a new business now. He already knows. He's talking about when we talking about the business deal. I said, yeah, we're going to put that on the contract. And that's my friend. But you know what? A contract keeps us friends. So now if you got a problem, remember that paper you signed? If I got a problem, you can be like, remember we signed that? Article 3? Contracts. I learned from Dominicans, do contracts with everything. Every single thing, contract. So at the end of the day, when it comes to those real estates and businesses, have contracts, have your lawyers look into stuff. Let's say you like a good business idea. Have your lawyer look into it first. Hey, you know what? Hey, can you talk to someone at the spot and check it out for me? Let them do the due diligence so you get the full info. Because what I've done is I've had dudes try to sell me. I'll be honest with you. I've had businesses say, hey, if you buy me out of the money I spent in my business, you can have it. Then I go, well, let me talk to you. It sounds like a decent deal, but let me go see, because I know you spent some money. But it's not your building. I go get the info. The lease is about to be up in 2 months. I might as well wait 2 months and just take the building. Owners like this. I'm kicking them out in 2 months. I'm going to give you all this money. and you about to be out in 2 months? No. My lawyer found out for me. The owner hit me up, said, don't buy nothing from him. He's out of here. He's trying to get money out of me so that he can walk away with some more money because he lost so much money. Pay attention. If you like something, get your lawyer to look at it. Maybe you got a friend that wants to look at it. Let them look at it too. But get a lawyer. And when your lawyer looks at it, they'll give you all the information. They're going to go look for paper. They're going to ask all kinds of questions. They'll get the information. Lawyer, like I say, negotiate. Ask the price. Lawyer. Got to be careful with that shit. Let me get into these comments. And that's everywhere. I don't want to throw dirt on a homie grave. Remember the dude in Colombia that got killed after giving his money to the Colombians? Had no lawyer, no contract, no nothing. Had he had a lawyer, he never went through that because he had a contract. He went ahead and did no money. The money would have went through the lawyer. Money would have went through nobody else. The contract. I might do a special on Paradise Life fanny packs.
One more before the next one.
Let me catch some of these comments. Sorry, I got to scroll up to scroll back down. Yeah, Douglas, people do look out when you tip. I don't know about that, Sean. I don't know about that. Douglas, what do you mean that's impossible? I do bank transfers all the time. You have international transfers you can do. A lot of Caesars and DJ Envies, yes. I heard about that. Falcon, appreciate it. Definitely do research. Thank you. Do research. You can find out information on me. Don't just watch this live and be like, man, I'm fucking with Flip. Let me give him $50,000. You can send it, but you can find out information on me. At the end of the day, people can, real. I'm talking about real information. Not just because you're not something your moto's like, nah, that's cool, be good. No, real information. Get the lawyer, have your lawyer look shit up. Your lawyer can find out information the average person can't. That's what you're paying your lawyer for, to protect you. Yeah, you can go to the bank. At the end of the day, I don't like waiting in line, but I don't use ATM. Eric Hudson said, my first time coming in a few weeks. Basically, I need to get with you once I get there. Definitely pull up, Eric. Pull up. We hold court like we hold court right now. Hold court at Flip Flop.
No.
Can't wait to get divorced. I'll be there in 3 weeks. Definitely pull up.
2 sandwiches.
Angry Bus Driver, what's good, baby? Well, Douglas, Google can be simple, but everybody, all the information is not always on there. Not the international information, at least. Skr said, this is great advice. I remember I was in an Uber in Jersey years ago, and the driver PM'd to you because I told her I wanted to go to the I tell the Uber driver, shout to him. Whoever that was, thank you. You be okay. I'll see you next week, bro. Definitely pull up. It's been a minute. Jack Black, you gotta find you an attorney. My attorney's great. Yeah. You can find. I have a great attorney. You can find a good attorney. That's a big myth. I actually got a friend that has a Change Connect, the 50s and 100s. You actually can find that. Said I always money transfer to myself and my chica. Yeah, you could do money transfers, but even international transfers to the bank. That's how business is done down here. You want to do real business, you'll do an international transfer. So if you're buying a house, they don't just want your cash. There has to be a receipt of the transfer. Got to be a bank transfer. I can't give you every single thing, but I know it doesn't work with just give me $100,000 cash. It don't work like that because you're definitely breaking international laws and you're breaking banking laws. So what they want is a receipt to show that you're starting your contract with them, a bank transfer. My deposit for my house is $40,000. This is the number of my head. Here's a bank transfer for $40,000. Now there's a record of a business transaction between us. You send from your American account, to my account. There was a business transaction, a recorded business transaction. Now we go into the contract. Oh, here's the money he sent. Boom, boom, boom. Done deal. Everything needs to be recorded in your transaction when it comes to houses. Because how are you going to go to court? You going to sue the person. You go into court, and they're going to be like, what money? Kate Donetto. I don't know nothing about that. Me, yo, you didn't send me no money. And you're going to say, I gave you $40,000 in your hand in cash in the back alley, in the dark back alley where the cameras were broke. Judge going to be like, in the dark back alley where the cameras are broke, you gave somebody $40,000? Sorry, sir. Be careful. Cover your own ass. Get you a lawyer. I have a good lawyer. There's a lot of good lawyers out here. I can't speak for everybody, but there are some good lawyers. Profit of Rage, you missed it. Everybody's getting fanny packs now. You gotta have a fanny pack. Thank you, Blade Runner. Has to be a documentation of the transactions. You ain't just buying no house cash. You can buy it cash, but you gotta send that money over. They don't want a bag of cash. Nobody wants a bag of cash. In legit business, excuse me. Yes, everybody wants a bag of cash, but nobody wants to do a transaction where you just hand them cash. Because now they've got to answer for that cash. I got a villa right now. Say it's $180,000, right? $180,000 villa, and you come over and you be like, yo, Flip, I want that villa. I got $180,000 right now. I'm like, cool, transfer it over. No, I got a duffel bag. How do I sign my title over without the proof of purchase? When I do the proof of purchase, if I purchased it for $160, $150, what am I going to put on the paperwork that I sold it to you? I can't put $15. I've got to put a proof of purchase on there. And they're going to wonder, someone's going to come around, hey, remember you sold that? You got to get some taxes on that. I'm washing your money for you? No. Now, if you give me $250 for $180, that's against the law, so I don't do that.
No, that's great. But just get the glass like that.
Hey, Joe, you can bring that $50,000 right now, but there'll be no YouTube shows for 3 weeks. I will be around the world. You'll be here. I eat wings every day until I want my money. They'll be like, free wings? You got proof of purchase. Bro, fanny packs are the thing, bro. I'm joking with y'all, man. Hey, listen. Appreciate y'all jumping in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video. I'm not going to stay on longer than this. I appreciate all y'all. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, please. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. Blade Runner said anything over. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta record that shit. You ain't getting me in trouble. Had me in a Rico case. I don't even know, but I know. Shout out to Rico Toro. Rest in peace. I don't even know no Rico. You know what I mean? Listen, I know you got people that get got sometimes. It can be avoided. Just when they walk out the crib, say, hey, Denzel. And if they don't respond, say, hey, Drake. And be like, okay, so you're not Denzel or Drake? Nobody should touch your pockets. Well, I don't know with them waist bag. Oh, man. Appreciate you. Listen, hit that like button before we get out of here. Throw your trees up real quick. Please throw your trees up. Supporting that paradise life. Hit the like button. Like, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the like button. Share this video. You know some people in your group, some people in your home team need to hear this. Tell them check it out. Appreciate y'all. That's the Flip Flop. I'm out. Fanny pack.